Good morning, students. Our today's topic is crime prevention and dealing with emergency situations. Crime prevention. It is imperative that all properties have a crime prevention committee or a security committee. The committee should consist of key management personnel, including department heads, supervisors, and other selected employees, can also be roped in for valuable information and inputs. The committee members should meet on a scheduled basis periodically to review past plans and form new ones. The general responsibilities of this committee should be design a security booklet for all employees, develop orientation and training programs on crime prevention in coordination with the training department, analyze and resolve recurring security issues and investigate any security-based incidents, conduct spot security checks and inspections of the property, liaise with the local police department, monitor the keeping of records and documentation of all security-related incidents. The general responsibilities of this committee should be to design a security booklet for all employees, develop orientation and training programs on crime prevention in coordination with the training department, analyze and resolve recurring security issues and investigate any security-based incidents, conduct spot checks and inspection of the property, liaise with the local police department, monitoring the keeping of records and documentation of all security-related incidents. Emergency handling. An emergency is any unplanned event that can cause death or injuries to faculty, staff, students, or the public, or that can shut down business, disrupt operations, cause physical or environmental damage, or can threaten the institutional, financial standings or public image. There are sets of procedures for dealing with emergencies which should specify what procedures are to be followed, who is responsible, employees' duties and placements, how the procedures will be followed, when the specified procedure should be followed, when should the guest be notified of a bomb threat, when the evacuation process should be initiated, planning for an emergency, employee training, emergency resources, name and telephone numbers of an outside agency, emergency checklist. Each department head should develop a checklist outlining the actions that he or she must have to take in case of an event, drills, and first aid training. Dealing with bomb threats. Remain calm. Without letting the caller know, try to alert another staff member that this is a bomb threat. So this person can notify security officer and request a phone trace. Attempt to keep the caller on the line as long as possible using the following technique. Ask or note the following. When is the bomb going off? When is the bomb located? What does the bomb look like? What kind of bomb is it? Did the caller place the bomb? Why was the bomb placed? Who is the caller? Man, woman, or child? The exact wording of the bomb threat. Where was there any accent, background noise, etc. Time the call was received. If you believe there is an immediate threat of a bomb explosion, pull the fire alarm, evacuate the facility, and contact security department. Share your information with the security officer. Return to the building only after being given the all clear sign by the officer. Dealing with earthquake. If you are inside a building, take cover under a desk or table or under a doorway and hold on. Stay away from windows or anything that could fall. If outdoors, stay away from buildings, utility lines and street lights. When shaking stops, evacuate the building. Assist people with disabilities. Follow the instructions on emergency officials when present. Proceed with the necessary cleanup and recovery of items if it is safe to do so and allowed by the authorities. Dealing with death. Call and contact the HOD of your department. Clear the area of the scene. Secure the scene and do not touch or move anything. Assist in directing emergency personnel to the scene. Do not give out any information to the media. Contact the Associate Director for facilities. The Associate Director will contact employee assistants as needed for a post-crisis meeting for any other employees affected by the situation. Dealing with explosion. Assess the situation to determine the risk of additional explosions. If no apparent risk exists, use a fire extinguisher to put out any small fires. If a risk exists, activate the nearest fire alarm. Assist everyone in the area to get out. Close doors and windows behind you to contain the problem. Call security to report the explosion. Keep upwind. Keep the direction from the which the window is blowing of the explosion. Handle any medical emergencies. Report the explosion to your supervisor. Dealing with the fire. If you smell smoke or see fire, if the fire appears controllable, try to extinguish it by using an available fire extinguisher. Attempt this for no more than 30 seconds. If the fire appears difficult to control, call for help of the security members. Put on the fire alarm and assist persons with disabilities. Do not use elevators. Survey people outside for injuries and information about people who might still be in the building. Do not re-enter the building until the all clear sign is given by the security personnel.